know what it is. Lord have mercy.
Chad, let me tell you something. When grandma say, baby, that ain't it, you better listen.
Yeah. You a dusty ass nigga, that's true. Out here talking big, but you never come through. You a dusty ass nigga, that's true. Show is. I ain't saying on God, but the lie on you. You a dusty ass nigga, that's true. Boy, stop. Keep playing with the blessing that was sent to you. Who raised you? Grandma in the kitchen with the sage boo. Talking about I'm that dude, boy, we can't even praise you. Bless your heart, that's a cold word, we don't rate you. Say it with your chest, but your soul looking see-through. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing, that's the prelude. Acting brand new in them same old fake shoes. Talking slick on the net, but in person you be confused. Swear to God on my mama, but that story still ain't true. Keep that same energy, that's what we gon' do. You be yelling period, but your sentence ain't proof. Who you talking to, better watch your tone, dude. Before we hit you with that child, not you. You a dusty ass nigga, that's true. Talking big, but you never come through. You a dusty ass nigga, that's true. Always saying on God, but the lie on you. You a dusty ass nigga, that's true. Fast boy. Got a crown on your cap, but your soul off cue. Now look at you, standing in the dark with no vision, trying to swim deep with a god of the abyss. No wisdom, all that in a bag of chips. You just crumbs in my system, I'm that Cthulhu in the water. Ancient black superstition, don't let your mouth write a check that your fear can't cash. You yell big stepper, but you trip on the past. Fix your face when the tides rise fast, cause the old ones wake up when you talk that trash. Boy, bye, that's the quiet when the sea get loud. Say less when the tentacles surround the crowd. You got me messed up if you think I bow down. I'm the nightmare in the deep, you just word of mouth. Gone somewhere, you ain't built for this pressure. Do too much, but you fold on the lesson. Try Jesus, not me, that's the ancestral lecture. When you summon deep guys with your dollar store gestures. You a dusty ass nigga, that's true. Tryna flex in the void, but it don't want you. You a dusty ass nigga, that's true. Show is saying I'm him while the tide wash through. You a dusty ass nigga, that's true. Real talk, knocking on the deep, but they don't know you. Baby, don't play with spirit, mama told you that. But you let that cannon out of oceans talk back. Look at God, you say when you dodge one way, won't he do it when he snatch your chain? Closed mouths don't get fed, so you pray for fame. Out a whole deep sea, chanting out your name. Be careful what you ask for, that's the game. Cthulhu at the door like you ran. I'ma be real with you, you was never that guy. All cap, no action, just a Twitter tough guy. You scream big purr, but you scared of the tide. Saying low key, but your fears worldwide. High key, you ain't ready for the smoke at all. On phone them, you a myth when it's time to brawl. Who all gon' be there when the deep ones call? Every ancestor watching like don't get involved. Cut the check, but you dead spiritual, boy. Say it louder for the folks in the back. No joy, keep it a buck. You a 50 Cent ploy, playing with the old guys like they TikTok noise. Do better, we done told you twice. Won't say it again, now you pay that price. From the rooter to the tutor, it's corruption inside. You yell, stay woke, now you never close out. You a dusty ass nigga, that's true. Talking about I'm chosen, but nobody chose you. You a dusty ass nigga, that's true. Show up, wearing God did has, but you don't trust you. That's you a dusty ass nigga, that's true. Fact, you called Cthulhu, now he stuck on you. And for me and my house, we don't play that game. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. Stay far from lanes. Take several seats when the deep reclaim. Next time you speak on the guys, better watch that name.